What if I were to tell you that Washington's best grape is actually Syrah? Did you hear me right? You certainly did. If you haven't had that much Washington wine before, you've probably seen a lot of the Cabernets and Merlots. That's kind of what it's best known for. But in my opinion, Syrah is what it does best. Now, most of the Washington wines exist east of the Cascade Mountains, so really dry area, lots of sunshine, so it gets into these thick-skinned grapes. And on top of that, these make some beautiful, beautiful wines at a great price point. We have the Rain Van Results of a Crush. Now, this is really a good value. I got most of these from Avalon Wine Spirits in Portland, so I'm going to be sure to link that below. But this one, always a banger, really affordable, sitting like in the 30 to 35 range, whereas most of these are a little more in the 50 to 75 range or above. But we're going to start this off with something that I think a lot of you can afford and a lot of you will buy. Let's check into it. So there's this really nice purity of black and blue fruits just working and dancing together with this lovely savory quality that I just adore from Washington Syrah. But it's brawny. It's got some heft behind it, some violets, licorice, some black cherries and black raspberries, and that is a great way to start, everyone. There's this wonderful black peppery flavor that you get on the palate, and it's all a tapenade. And that's something I love in Syrah. And it's one of these things that I really, really, really enjoy from Washington Syrah. When they just let the grape do its thing, it shows up to me the best of the new world with ripe fruits and the best of the old world. Oh, and like the Northern Rhone with like this savory olivey flavor. That is wonderful. If you're just like looking to get into Syrah and want something that's affordable, this kills it. I've had various other vintages of it. Always a winner, always a fan. Great way to start. Our second wine is Mark Ryan. To me, they're one of the classic Washington producers. So this is the Mark Ryan Wild Eyed from Red Mountain, and I can't wait to give this a try. Now this pours a much richer color, deeper, darker. Um, so than the Rain Van. Uh, don't know what to expect, but probably a bigger wine. I can smell it already coming from here. So this is for fans that want more fruit in their Syrah or in their wine. Less of the savory elements, very much into the fruit. A lot of black fruits, a lot of bright red fruits and blue fruits, a lot of cherry, licorice, currants, some raspberry compote. Just really pushing the fruit flavors with a touch of florals like violets and rose petals. That is really, really plush on the palate. Really silky, even for a young wine. This is 2022, but the tannins real refined, not overpowering. I'm a fan. This isn't what I always lean towards, but if I'm looking for a crowd pleaser type, I think this could work really, really well. This is in that 50 to 60 range. Really enjoying it though. But again, time and place, not always what I reach for, but it accomplishes what exactly it's looking for. Now, our next wine, this is a producer I'm really into, and a producer I really enjoy. This is Syncline Syrah Bushi Vineyard. Now, Syncline, they're actually close to Portland, close being relative, right? About an hour away east in the Columbia Gorge with some absolutely beautiful views. That's where they make most of their wines. But the catch here is this is actually coming from Yakima Valley, which is the oldest AVA in Washington. Now, Syncline will make some powerful wines, but that's just what Mother Nature gives them. But what I like about them is there's always some elegance, there's always some poise to it. Really, really enjoyable wines, and I cannot wait to get right into this. Now, this is also pouring more in that sort of like purpley color, but it's 2021, so definitely young. I haven't had any with age, so I can't really speak to how those might do with age, but I can't wait to smell this. Wow, that's just really, really, really pure. Heady almost, like Alice in Wonderland type. Lot of perfume, lot of elegance, but some heft and robustness behind it. Nice bit of pepper, along with those red fruits, the blue fruits, a lot of raspberry and red cherry. This really nice floral element. Again, kind of heady and very perfumey. Really, really cool. That may be young, but holy cow, is it super drinkable right now. Refined, silky, just showing that sunlight that Washington gets. It's a solar and sunny wine, but it's not overripe. It's really dialed in. Nice acidity that just cuts on the mid palate. Really silky, really beautiful. I think I got this for about $60 from Sincline themselves, but really impressed with this. Can't recommend it highly enough. Sincline, super cool place to visit too. Again, only an hour east of Portland, so pretty accessible, whereas a lot of Washington is tough to visit if you're so inclined. Now, Wine 4 was a do not pass go, do not collect $200 producer. This is Betts, one of the classic Washington producers and one of the sort of icons, really, I would even say an American wine. Bob Betts is one of the MWs in America. So that lets you know it's coming from a good spot, someone who really knows what they're doing. And Syrah, to me, is what he does best. It doesn't get better than Betts for me. They're one of the classics, and they're classics for reasons. We have the Lacote Rousse, and I cannot wait to get into this. Ooh, yes. Uh, this is where we know we're dealing with something pretty good. There's just a level of depth that comes with great wines and really top notch wines. And that's what this is bringing, quite frankly, in spades. To me, I just think of it as a pyramid. And it's not like there's layers that you can peel back and da 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 da, but you can sort of see how it puts itself together. So for me, this is showing so many layers. This is showing that this is a much, I would say, better wine than the other three, right? So the whole idea was to progress it up. So much depth, and this is where you know you're dealing with something great. Layers and layers. I think of it like a pyramid, and there's that nice black peppery flavor. Oh, and that's what I love with Syrah. When you just get that crushed rock, the violets, the black cherries and raspberries, um, some blueberry compote, but like it's not like too ripe on it. This is beautiful. Even at this young stage, this is a really gorgeous, heady wine. Um, I'm just loving this on the nose, and I can't wait to taste this. That's classy. That's so classy. Again, when you're dealing with really good wines, you can sometimes see where that notch up happens. And that's happening here. And the finish is still going. It's still dancing around on my palate and in beautiful ways. I can't recommend Betts highly enough. I feel that they actually get overlooked a lot when people are talking about great American wines. And hey, that just means that the price, though not cheap, doesn't go astronomical, and you can still get them, and these will age a long time. These need to be in your cellar. Okay, for our last wine, I had to dig into the super fun machine. And I had to get one of the icons in Washington Syrah, Cayuse. Now, when you're dealing with Washington Syrah, Cayuse really stands above so many other producers. They make wonderful wines. Christophe Baron, bit of a legend in American winemaking. These are hard to find across the world, but you can find them in the United States. And so I went on to WineVid, plucked a bottle of the 2020 Caillou, and I cannot wait to get into this. Right here is why I'm a big fan of Cayuse. These other four wines that present a lot of complexity, fruit, and things. This is bringing it on just a different level. Um, it's robust, it's powerful, but there's a lot of crushed rock, flint, black cherries, black raspberries. Again, mixing that sort of black and blue fruits with some red fruits, violets, but again, all of those layers, like I had noted with the Betts, This is wonderful. I mean, just on the nose, I gave these about an hour's worth of air, just uncorked them, just to make sure that we're not dealing with any corked wines, because sometimes that happens. But this is killer. I mean, this is why I threw this in. Can't wait to taste this. Wow, just wow. If you really want to know what top-notch American Syrah can do and be, this is what you're looking for. It's not cheap. I forget what I paid for this. Then pulled it off a wine bid, so you're relying on someone else doing the storing for you. But wow, just silky across the palate, but with depth and brawn. Really powerful without being too big. Um, there's a reason that Cayuse is regarded the way it is, and this is proving exactly that. So I hope you guys got something out of this, and I hope you guys are looking for Washington Syrah right now. Washington's making some beautiful stuff, really worth looking out for. Doesn't always get out of the state, but the ones that do are really delicious. Have you tried any Washington wines? Let me know below in the comments. And I hope you guys like it. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.